HDSLR Shooter, sponsored by Blackmagic Design, Carl Zeiss, and Atomos.
Hi, Clint with HDSLR Shooter, and I'm here with Bill of Adobe. And we just had this very nice event here in Los Angeles to debut some of the new things that we're going to see at NAB. And talk a little bit about this, some of the new things that you guys have put together, you're going to announce at NAB.
Well, you know, NAB for us is a huge event. So obviously we have a new release there, but it also rolls up all the stuff we did over the course of the past year. So this will be our 5th release since last June. This release actually takes everything in the professional video world and moves it forward. Some of the key highlights, I think, have to be things like, Premiere, where, one of the workflows that we've grown into extensively is news. And news promos, that type of thing, is one of those areas where you don't have the time to go into After Effects if you want to do a today, tonight, tomorrow type promo. We've added actually technology from After Effects to create templates that you can work with quickly and simply with an editor's skill set. So stuff like this is amazing because it delivers not only a creative tool set, but a very powerful workflow.
So the difference in the way that the company last year, the Creative Cloud, and everything was pretty much a full subscription base. Things have changed. That changed from the previous years where every year at NAB you guys had a new version to announce. Talk a little bit about how that's how you're changing and making sure that people are aware of all of the new improvements that have been going on through the course of the last 12 months.
Well, I think it's change in the industry. We're doing, things change so fast. Like if you look over the course of the past year, there's been a number of new cameras introduced. There's a number of new formats that have been introduced over the course of the past year. So really, being able to deliver with the right cadence and get the technology to users and not just have the format, but also have the right tools to address the format. That's been huge for us. So it's changed our tempo. So obviously with Premiere, we did 4 releases last year. And what we do is, it may not be a big splash like NAB. It might just be a blog post that we put out if it's a small release. But we try to make sure everybody knows. And the nice thing, on your desktop, you actually have your Creative Cloud interface. So if you've got updates, it'll tell you you've got updates, and you can find out about them right in your desktop experience. So it's very easy for users to know if there's something new there. And it's also very easy for them to find out if it's important to them. So, it's really more about having a dialogue with your customers. In the past, we'd get together at NAB, have a big event, tell everybody about things, then go our separate ways. Now we're constantly engaged with our customers using both social, we use social media, we use blogs, we use the desktop notification system. So everybody finds out what's there and if it's important for them and whether they want to jump on it.
Now, talking a little bit about the new Mac Pro, there's been a lot of publicity in regards to Final Cut, talking about how well they take advantage of the system. Talk a little bit about how Adobe is working with that new system.
Oh, we've worked extensively with Apple. Apple is a great partner. We both have editors, that's one thing, but we've had a great relationship with them. We actually presented at their DevCon on OpenCL workflows. So, that's been a fantastic relationship. So for us, the new Mac Pro is fantastic. So one of the things we're introducing in the NAB releases is the ability to debayer red footage using the GPUs. And, particularly the mid-range Mac Pro is fantastic for that. It's great value, and the performance is off the hook. So without any Red Rocket or external hardware, you can now debayer that stuff and do real-time effects on top of it. So, the relationship's fantastic. 4K is going to become the standard for broadcasting, but we see 5K and beyond in Hollywood. And, we're totally optimized for the Mac Pro. We've got videos up on Adobe TV that shows how well things work. But we also work as well, on the PC side of the house. So we try to love everybody equally.
Final question. When you guys went to subscription-based, man, it was a revolution because people reacted like they do to a revolution with a lot of outcry and panic and things like this. And I think it's pretty funny, right now, we've seen a plug-in company that is going to a subscription-based type scenario, and there are other companies that are following suit, following this model. Talk a little bit, it must be a bit satisfying, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think it is. And I really credit the leadership of Adobe for moving firmly and committing to it and committing to providing value. So I think what's worked for us is it's just great value. I was just literally having lunch with somebody who has a very small studio, 5 people, and he says, really, the prices become irrelevant, which is just a great comment. So this is a small shop Whereas in the past, it was always something they fretted about, buying, getting the upgrade. Now it's just a monthly expense they don't even think about. So that's fantastic for us. We really anchored in on providing, value for the tools at the price point, but also extended value with the Creative Cloud toolkit with things like Typekit, adding in value there, adding the cloud storage. So I think, we put a good value proposition forward. The people who didn't like it and continue to not like it, it tends to be more of a philosophical argument rather than a logical one. And our attitude is we'll just keep dumping, new features, new innovation, and improved cloud workflows until we win over the most harsh cynic.
HD SLR Shooter, sponsored by Blackmagic Design, Carl Zeiss, and Adamo.